Mr. Speaker, I yield myself 5 minutes.
Gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
We hear all the boasts and claims from our Democrat friends and how great the economy is going, what great leadership they've shown from the White House to get people back to work. They claim millions and millions and millions of jobs. But Americans don't feel that way, and for good reason. Let's put all this job surge in perspective. Here is the average economy, the recoveries, because America does face tough times from time to time. We normally bounce back very strongly, but not this time, not under this president. If you look at job creation over the last 4 years, this is the average of the other recoveries. This is the Reagan average. That was real economic growth, and as you can tell, only twice in the last 4 years or more has the Obama recovery even met average. Only 2 months out of more than 4 years has this recovery even been merely average. And it's never reached the real strong growth of the Reagan recovery, whose unemployment, by the way, reached higher points than this recession. So clearly, by underperforming, by being so disappointing, what this chart really shows is the millions of Americans, middle-class Americans, who've been left behind by this disappointing recovery. You look at this and you wonder, well, so what does this mean to the economy? In the next chart, I'll show you what's missing. People back home, people all across America just say, we've got to get this economy going. I mean, it's just hurting us so badly. But because, again, of this president and our Democrat friends choosing to slow the growth of America, we're now missing, almost $4 trillion, 3.7 to be exact, missing from our economy. That should be in our Main Street businesses. It ought to be in our small businesses. It ought to be driving our economy instead of trailing China, instead of being lectured by the rest of the world. America should have a strong economy by now. This is a disappointing recovery. The Republican budget actually starts to restrain spending, does tax reform to grow the economy. And while some claim, you've heard, trillions of dollars of cuts, devastating the federal safety net, the truth is the Republican budget over the next 10 years grows by about 3% a year. That's because America's population is growing as well. Only in Washington is growth in spending a cut. And what it does, it cuts the waste and fraud and abuse in this big fat bloated government. And it makes smart investment, though, in defense and in Medicare and in infrastructure. Our Democrat friends are crying today for more emergency unemployment benefits. But those benefits are for when the unemployment rate is going up and getting higher. But today in all 50 states, that rate is going down and going lower. What we should be focusing is on getting people back to work, not a check, but a good paying job. Instead, the White House has obstinately blocked the Keystone XL pipeline and those thousands of jobs. They've obsessively pushed the Affordable Care Act on our small businesses who are cutting hours, cutting workers, cutting wages, and hurting the economy, and then all the new regulation. The Republican budget preserves Medicare and Medicaid. And for Medicaid, which is our health care for the poor, the budget grows for them, but it does an important thing. It gives back to the states the ability to tailor health care for their states, to meet their patients in their communities and their regions. And that's the way it ought to be done. The Democrats hollow out our defense and hollow out our intelligence systems and ignore our veterans. The Republican budget restores our military strength to the pre-sequester levels, and we focus on our veterans in America. They deserve no less. The Republican budget saves Medicare, both for those who are in or near retirement, for more importantly, for those who wonder if Medicare will be for them. It offers options for younger workers, including just staying in traditional Medicare or tailoring a plan that's right for them and their family. The Democrats ignore the challenges facing America. They ignore this disappointing recovery. They say, just stay the course. The country's doing fine. But the country isn't doing fine. Our families, they aren't doing fine at all. And they're missing $1,000 a month from their paychecks because this White House and this Democrat Senate continues to stay the course. Let's change the course for America. I reserve the balance of my time.